Hey, this is Martin Mesa with Rate 1 Financial. Welcome back to Mortgage Mind. Today's video is called Should I Go Solar? Okay, so a lot of people are buying homes or converting existing homes they own to solar powered homes for a lot of obvious reasons, mainly to reduce their energy costs and for energy conservation and all that. And we get all that. But I wanted to tell you something in case you didn't already know. If you're thinking about going solar for your house, you should know something about how lenders look at that, whether you're trying to refinance a loan on that house in the future, or if you ever try to sell that house to a buyer in the future. If you get that solar equipment on your house and you wind up getting a loan or a lease for that solar equipment from the solar panel company that sold it to you, that solar panel company is going to put a lien on the house for that lease or that loan you're making payments on until you pay them off. So that can affect you in the future depending on how they set it up if you try to refinance or sell your house. Example, if you try to refinance in the future, depending on what kind of refinance you do, you may not be able to get that refinance with that lender you're talking to because of the way that solar panel thing was set up. A lot of times we can work around it, but there are certain cases where you just can't get a refinance done because of the way that solar panel thing was set up. It's affecting title in a way that makes it too risky for a new lender to put a new loan on that property, and you really can't get around it until things change, which at the moment that's the way it is. Or if you try to sell that house in the future, a lot of times if you still have that lien on there because you're still making payments, that buyer you're trying to sell the house to has to qualify to take over that existing loan or lease you already have on the house for that solar panel stuff. And if they don't qualify, you really are probably not going to be able to sell them that house unless you buy out the lease out of your own money, but you're usually not willing to do that as a seller. So I had a recent case where a buyer was going to buy a house. I was going to get them a loan. They wound up not qualifying for the solar lease transfer, and then they wound up not being able to buy the house. The seller had to put the house on the back on the market, look for another seller. So just wanted you to be aware of those situations. It's getting better. Mortgage companies are getting better at working with solar on properties, but there's still a lot of obstacles there in many cases. So keep that in mind if you're thinking about going solar. Talk to the solar company about those possible scenarios down the line in the future if you do wind up refinancing or selling, so they can tell you, because chances are a salesperson may not tell you about the downside of buying the solar. So make sure you inquire about that so you know how they work. All right, and then talk to your lender about it too. Make sure your lender is okay with that new lease or that new loan you're planning to get into on a solar. That'll probably help you and get you in a position where you won't have so many roadblocks in the future. All right, so take care. Hope all is well. Stay tuned for the next episode of Mortgage Mind. Please like and share with your friends and family.